Every day this November at Route 4 Chrysler Dodge Jeep of Friends. Save big on all new vehicles like the 2018 Jeep Compass Latitude 4x4. Now just $114 a month. Plus, get available no money down and credit for off. Hurry down to Route 4 today and start saving during the Black Friday sales event. Visit go4cdj.com. Chrysler Dodge Jeep Route 4 Paramus. 4303 US 7 call 866-749-0023 for details.
A Sport Clips Championship haircut experience makes you feel like your hair has its own walk-up music. Maybe you play sports. Maybe you play sports online. Or maybe your sport is keeping up with your kids. Your hair deserves its own walk-up music. And at Sport Clips, we make it easy. A game-changing cut from a stylist trained for guys while you're surrounded by sports. There's no introduction, but you'll want one anyway. So get in line online at sportclips.com/check-in and get your hair in the game. That's the sound football fans live for. At the stadium, the bar, even on the couch. And this year, there's a new name to add.
It is a bitter cold morning on the East Coast. Morning, it is November 22nd. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. We're currently in Pennington, New Jersey, a few miles north of Trenton, New Jersey, the state capital of New Jersey. We'll be taking off here in a couple of minutes. We're going to be heading south into northern Delaware, and we'll be going for a tour of some of the highways and bridges in the city of Philadelphia along the way. So, welcome aboard.
Great low payment or buying. Island includes a lifetime warranty on every new Toyota. Island's got your back.
Sunny, breezy, bitterly cold with a high of 19. Tonight, clear and frigid with a low of 2. Tomorrow, sunny and very 25. At the Jersey Shore today, sunny and frigid, a high of 31. Then tonight, clear and cold with a low of 21. Tomorrow's outlook at the shore, sunny and very cold and a high of 35. Give it a news time at the Tone. 9 o'clock, all news all the time, sponsored by the Haverford Trust Company. Quality investing for more than 3 decades.
Experience geometric growth in your business. I will show you how. ICONA means business.com, Icona, Avalon, Diamond Beach, and Cape May. A radio.com station. Happy Thanksgiving to you.
It's the 99th annual Thanksgiving Day Parade in Philadelphia, and it's a cold one. I'm Tim Jimenez. It's a Thanksgiving tradition in South Philadelphia, picking up that fresh turkey from Cascia's Bakery. I'm Dan Wing.
The Sunday Breakfast Rescue Mission is expecting 500 guests for dinner this Thanksgiving holiday. I'm Mark Abrams.
In sports, Sixers win, Flyers lose. It's sunny and we have 25 degrees. We're only heading up to 29 today. Good morning and happy Thanksgiving. I'm Lynn Adkins. Our top story at 9:01, families all across the region flocking to Philadelphia. They start the holiday, the annual Thanksgiving Day Parade, and it's a chilly one. Let's go out to the roof and see what
Glad to have you with us on this holiday. The trip we're going to take will take about 2 hours in order for us to reach our final destination in northern Delaware. As I said, if we were going to do this in a straight shot, it would probably take about half that time, but we're going to, as I said, go for a little bit of a side trip here along the way. We will enter I-295 northbound at exit 72 near the town of Ewing, New Jersey.
Certainly a big program for Warren's getting this very important granddaughter time here at the parade. They hear all kinds of these stories here today. And these people are told that and Santa Claus on the ladder, too, on that Market Street. Anyway, we're heading in on Smith Expressway, the eastbound direction. We are looking good into Center City. 95 also looks all right. Good news on the Vine Expressway through Center City. Going back to the parade this morning, just to give you an idea where the route is, pedestrians fine, driving no, JFK at 20th Street, 20th block between Market and Ben Franklin Parkway. Also the Ben Franklin Parkway from Aikens Oval, the Art Museum, to Logan Circle, and also Kelly Drive, Martin Luther King drives into the Art Museum, all detoured. So make your plan accordingly. If you have to drive in, Mass Transit, of course, is the best way to go. Let's head in on other majors. We had a problem within the hour west of the Platte Bridge, 291. Upside of the bridge, that multi-vehicle accident is out of there, so are the delays, so go for it. Looking everywhere else, we're on the Lincoln Drive. Watch out, we were below freezing this morning, and we're seeing some icy patches along the way between Rittenhouse Street and Gypsy Lane because of the icy conditions. Please slow it down, mostly in right lane. Montgomery Township, a problem here this morning with a water main break. Welsh Road, Route 63 is blocked west or up the hill from Route 309 back on Sectors operating on a weekend holiday schedule on the coastal schedule. From the Market until 24-hour traffic center on the San Clipper.
Parade lovers of all ages are enjoying the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Of course, I-295 is a new designation for this stretch of highway. It used to be I-95 for years. As part of the Pennsylvania Turnpike I-95 interchange series that is going to have a day off today for the holiday. When it resumes tomorrow, I will eventually get to uploading new videos of the new I-295, which is the section we're on right now, to show you the changes in signage, and we'll also revisit some other areas in this general area so that we can see what's new and what's been changed with the new signage and the new highway route numbers. And there will be more videos. It wasn't just the ones of the mainline turnpike. There's plenty more that's different around here. So you'll get to see all of that. You'll also get to see videos of the Scudder Falls Bridge replacement, which is underway, and we're about to actually pass through right now. So you'll get a little sneak preview of what it looks like right now.
To feed the homeless this holiday. BYW's Mark Akers has that part of the story.
Reverend Jeremy Montgomery, the new president and CEO of the mission, says they're expecting to serve some 500 people a traditional dinner.
20 turkeys, 300 pounds of sweet potatoes, 200 pounds of green beans, 80 pounds of garden salad, 150 pounds of mac and cheese, and last but not least, 50 pies.
Montgomery, who has been on the job for 2 weeks, says with cold weather in the forecast, the mission is expecting a full house for its residential shelter program as well. He says some 40 volunteers have stepped up to help the rescue mission staff serve the meal and spend time with the guests. Mark Akers, KYW News Radio.
The 5-day forecast, sponsored by Horizon Services, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Going to go live to CBS 3 meteorologist Katie Failing. Cold but beautiful out there.
Yeah, you know, at face value, this really is a nice looking day, but it is very cold. You're right. You know, the sun is shining all afternoon for us here today, but the breeze makes it feel a lot colder than even the thermometer reads, which is already pretty harsh. Just 29 degrees. I'd say knock about 10 degrees off anytime that wind blows. Now later on tonight, we'll drop down to 15, and we do stay off thick tomorrow too. Just another really cold day. We're up to only 35 degrees. Saturday, milder. We're back up to where we should be, 53 degrees, but there are more clouds building with time that day, and there will be some rain that moves in the second half today, that afternoon at the earliest, and the heaviest rain likely falls that night. Come Sunday, early morning, there may still be a bit of wet weather around, but it quickly clears, and the daytime high hits 57. Next chance of rain, not till Monday. Currently at our broadcast center in Spring Garden, all clear, beautiful blue sky. We're at 25, but only expected to hit 29 degrees. Reporting live at your Eyewitness Weather Forecast, I'm CBS 3 meteorologist Katie Fallon. We're on to IW News Radio.
Thanks a lot, Katie. It's 9:07.
Okay.
How was the dentist, hon? Big cavity? You just can't miss some checkups. Like a Horizon Services tune-up. They'll get our heater winter ready for just $59 and include a money-back guarantee.
$50?
Yes, but we have to book now. I'll call.
Tune up your gas or electric heater for just $59. Call 800-999-1995 or visit Horizon Services.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you who are tuning in today. It is a record cold day in the Northeast. If you are in the New York area or the Philadelphia area, there's a chance that we will have record low high temperatures today. New York is set to set a new record for low high temperature that has not been seen since 1901, 117 years ago. There was some concern earlier this morning that the world-famous balloons that fly in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in the city would not fly because of the winds. However, at around 8 a.m., the decision was made that those balloons will fly as scheduled, however, at reduced altitudes. So you will still get to see your favorite balloons, but they will be a lot lower to the ground. And if you're watching the parade later today and you're wondering why they're flying so much lower, it's because of the winds. Because otherwise, if they flew at their normal altitude, they would just blow around their handlers all day. Which, while that would make for outstanding television for a live audience, it's not something that I don't think the parade organizers would want to see.
Mr. Trump. Michael McConnell is a law professor at Stanford. He says Judge Robertson's intended audience was not Mr. Trump, but judges and the public.
What the Chief Justice is doing is defending the institution of which he's the head. He's defending its impartiality, and he's standing up for those judges and trying to rebuild public support.
Tom Forty, Signal News, Washington.
We'll check the roads now.
Hi, this is Norman Chaikin, also known as Norman of Glorman from Norman Carp. Guy tells his psychiatrist, Doc, I don't know whether I'm a TP or a wigwam. Doc looks at him and says, you're too tense. Another guy walks in to the psychiatrist, says, Doc, I think I'm a deck of cards. The psychiatrist looks at him and says, I'll deal with you later. It's not how little you pay, it's about how much you get for your dollar. At Norman Carpet, I buy carpet at half price and I sell it at half price. It's not how little I can give a customer for their money, but how much. I stock and sell thousands of rolls of overruns, mill trials, off goods, at a fraction of them.
Now, I don't know about you guys and what you guys have planned for the holiday today, but the reason I'm doing this live stream today is I'm on my way to visit family in northern Delaware. So we'll be getting together probably, well, I'll be getting there first, but we'll all be together like from early afternoon onwards. We'll have a nice dinner out and be a relaxing day with friends and family. So looking forward to that.
Frozen this morning. The roadways were fine. Schuylkill Expressway heavy is travel towards Center City, but moving, no issues. Out of town's okay. South on 95 in the northeast, all looking good. The Vine Expressway is open through Center City, Philadelphia. Up top where all the activity is with the Thanksgiving Day Parade well underway. detours, including Martin Luther King and Kelly Drives, heading into the Art Museum in Aikens Oval. Then Franklin Parkway in front of the Art Museum. From Oval to Circle, Logan Circle. Again, everything's shut down at this point. Along the parade route, 20th Street detour from Market to the Ben Franklin Parkway, JFK Boulevard at 20th Oval. Well, again, if you need to drive into town, make your plans accordingly. Other major roadways are all right. Also problems with a water main break in Montgomery Township earlier this morning. Welsh Road, Route 63, is blocked west of 309. That's Bethlehem Pike. There is a water main break. Access to the shopping center from south of 309 to get around that. Good on the major roadways in New Jersey, including the 42 freeway. The bridges are okay. SEPTA is operating on the weekend holiday schedule, and they're running on or close to schedule. From the Trumark Financial 24-hour traffic center, I'm Sam Cooper.
It's the new radio station about what to do in Philly on your HD car radio at 96.5 FM HD3. It's Philly Radio for the latest in live music, food, and fun. We'll take a look at the forecast in just a moment.
What's in store this Black Friday at your local Staples?
Comfort,
And joy.
as in the comfort of a Staples gaming chair.
And the joy of big Black Friday savings.
Great for work or play. Staples gaming chairs are just $99.99, 50% off.
Plus, you'll find huge Black Friday savings at Staples on the hottest holiday tech, laptops, printers, tablets, and more.
The most wonderful deals of the year are at Staples this Black Friday, where there's a whole lot in store.
Valid 11/22 to 11/26/18 while supplies last.
Now the CBS 3 Eyewitness weather forecast. Sunny and breezy today, high just 29. Clear tonight, low 15. Sunny again tomorrow, high 35. Right now, winds are from the north, just 8 miles an hour. The relative humidity, 34%. At the broadcast center, 27 degrees with sunshine. We're heading up to 29. It's 22 in Villanova, 26 in Lumberton. It's 24 at the Acme in Bryn Mawr. Sponsored by Acme, official supermarket of the Philadelphia Eagles. Depend on us at 1060 on your radio and live on the radio.com app. Get it now and make KYW one of your favorites. Good morning and happy Thanksgiving. I'm Lynn Adkins. Tim McLaughlin is at the editor's desk. Our top story on this holiday is the tradition for many families to start it at the parade. Philadelphia's Thanksgiving Day parade is the oldest in the country. Of course, then, it's the main event, which is turkey dinner with family and friends. Now, KYW Sports. Here's Dave Ured.
Sports is sponsored by SEPTA. This is the season. The SEPTA Santa Express is coming to a station near you. Visit isepta.com/Santa Express for details.
Again, Miguel says MVP for Embiid, looking for his 28th point.
More zoom off NBC Sports Philadelphia. Joel Embiid continues to make his case for most valuable player, leading the Sixers to a 13-7 record. Here's KYW's John Johnson.
Sixers remain red hot at home, a perfect 10-0 following a 121-120 win over the Pelicans here in South Philly. Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons were a must-watch as they dominated. Sixers took a double-digit lead at the half, maintained a comfortable cushion until the latter half of the fourth quarter, and New Orleans would creep their way back. 2.5 seconds remaining. Pelicans down 3. Anthony Davis at the line to shoot 3, misses the third, and the Sixers hang on. Here's Brett Brown.
A win is sick. You know, with 10-0 at home, I think they've won 6 out of their past 7 games. They're playing good basketball, and so I think that's my most prominent thought.
Joel Embiid led the team with 31 points and 19 rebounds. Reporting from the center, John Johnson, KYW News.
There's yet another chapter to the Markelle Fultz saga. According to The Athletic, Fultz is dealing with a wrist issue in addition to his shoulder and would prefer a change of scenery. His agent denied requesting a trade when speaking to ESPN. Embiid offered support for Fultz post-game, even though he didn't know anything about these new reports.
A lot of people always, talk about, it's a bust and all that. I mean, it's just stupid. He's been doing a great job.
Elsewhere, the Flyers were absolutely brutal, and Buffalo fell 5-2 after falling behind 4-zip in the first period. Head coach Gabe Haxtell was aware this is unacceptable.
We didn't do enough in the first 10 minutes. Weren't quick enough with the puck, weren't quick enough to pucks, and we didn't win enough battles.
Flyers are now losers of 4 in a row, and the Eagles are getting ready for the Giants in what's essentially a game. Carson Wentz understands the level of urgency needed as they're 4-6.
This is very high momentum.
Yeah, this ramp that we just drove was part of a plan to connect the Turnpike and I-95 years ago. That was never fully built out. And it was some really related to the plan to build I-895 across the Delaware River at a new Burlington-Bristol bridge. They both would have begun at the same location.
Construction and union contracting, structural integrity, safety, and craftsmanship.
Black Friday sale for small businesses on. Save up to 50% with massive deals on office essentials like computers with 8th Gen Intel Core processors and the latest servers. Even other top-brand electronics are on sale. Plus, get free shipping on everything. Quantities are limited. Dell's Small Business Technology Advisors can help you find the right tech for your business needs. At Black Friday prices. Just call 877-BUY-DELL or visit Dell.com/SB Black Friday. That's 877-BUY-DELL.
We have 27 degrees with sunshine, and we're only heading up to 29. From the KYW 24-hour traffic center, the Montgomery Township Welsh Road is closed to Evans for a water main break, so use Route 309 as your alternate. Still have traffic and transit on the twos coming up. Well, thousands of volunteers have spent weeks making sure everybody will have a happy Thanksgiving, even those with food insecurity. Pro athletes, politicians, everyday Philadelphians collected and distributed meals. KYW City Hall Bureau Chief Pat Lowe paid a visit to Philabundance, where fighting hunger is a year-round job. 3 days before Thanksgiving, volunteers were packing boxes.
We continue south on I-95. We're just a few miles now from the Philadelphia city line. If you guys have any comments or questions, I'll do my best to keep up with them. Also, let me know what you guys are doing for the holiday today. How are you guys celebrating? Where are you guys traveling to? If you guys are going to be on the road today, please be safe, be careful, and enjoy yourselves. Yeah, at my dinner table today, it's going to be me, my parents, my brother, and my aunt. We're going to be at a restaurant. We're not cooking this year.
Welsh Road, Route 63
is blocked just west of or above the 309 Bethlehem Pike. It's because of a water main break. Access to the shopping center from South 309. Majors are good time to start your weekend getaway. If you're trying to get away for a long distance drive, the PA Turnpike looks all right. That includes the Northeast Extension. Other majors are okay. That includes 95 Schuylkill Expressway into Center City, Philadelphia, and the Pine Expressway through Center City is open. The Thanksgiving Day Parade is well underway. We have a lot of detours. Just generally speaking, anything around the Ag Museum is pretty much shut down, including the Ben Franklin Parkway from Aikens Oval in front of the Art Museum to Logan Square and Circle. Everything else moving along. We have cross traffic also blocked at the Ben Franklin Parkway. 20th Street is detoured from Market up to the Ben Franklin Parkway, the route of the parade. You go to New Jersey, it's okay. Looking good. All major roadways also are crossing the Delaware River bridges were fine. SEPTA is operating on a weekend holiday schedule, running on or close to schedule. From the National 24-hour traffic center where member banking is better banking. Sam Clover.
Mariners, too, is entirely built by skilled union workers. Sounds like these are good paying jobs to put local people to work.
Our members were able to purchase homes, vehicles, take college tuition.
This is Pennsylvania Energy. Mariners, union goods.
We've got about 20 people watching us right now. I would like to again reset by welcoming you all, wishing everybody a happy Thanksgiving out there. We've just crossed into the city of Philadelphia. I believe it is the 7th largest city in America. It used to be top 5 for a long time, but now it's been surpassed by places like Dallas and Houston. I think it's 7th still, but I'm not sure. It's still top 10, I know that. It's 1 million people within the city. One of my favorite travel days of the year. Want to know why? Because there's nobody on the road. Maybe you only see this highway this empty on a Sunday. Maybe. There are only a few days out of the year where you can drive these highways all day with no company next to you.
Bloomberg reported David Stringer says Belgium's Umicore is one of the beneficiaries.
They started 2005. They've been around as a big miner. They've evolved to another type of industry. And right now they're producing the key ingredients that are needed in EV batteries.
Stringer says there are some surprising winners in the EV battery boom.
Whether they're raw material suppliers, chemical companies, they're pretty fascinating beneficiaries.
Another one to benefit is Dow DuPont, whose Kevlar fibers can be used to protect electric car batteries. The EV battery boom is so far a bust for the battery makers themselves as they spend heavily in the battle for market share. Here's Money News from Bloomberg and KYW. I'm Jimmy Sorbet. Who secures your company's security? Who authenticates their authentication? Who helps thousands of companies get their security tight, right, and dynamically resilient? The answer is Optiv, providing optimized and rationalized cybersecurity solutions that address clients' most pressing security needs. Who secures your security? Optiv. OPTID.com. Visit Optiv.com for more information. Seniors and those with disabilities in New Jersey benefit from the central online site that connects them with the services they need. And KYW is the guide.
Older people have to cope with limited income and ever-increasing needs, particularly on the health front. Elise Rush directs New Jersey's Division of Aging and explains AJ Safe.
Online application is what we want to call the one-stop online application that opens to apply this that we believe so many of them are.
Like savings on Medicare and drug programs, information assistance for paying for utilities, and more. You used to have to apply for each program separately. This allows you or someone you designate to apply at one time and submit proof of eligibility at the same time. There's even a YouTube video to walk you through the process. Details are available at aging.nj.gov. David Matthew, KYW News Radio.
Nissan has removed its chairman, Carlos Goshen, following his arrest earlier this week on suspicion of financial misconduct at the Japanese carmaker. The vote by Nissan's board and Goshen's reign at the top of the company, it dated back nearly 2 decades. It could also fracture a powerful alliance that he forged with Renault. 27 degrees with sunshine, we're heading up to 29. We'll take a look at the forecast for the Jersey Shore next. Fund for research. Keep cancer research at a steady pace by supporting the American Association for Cancer Research at the Philadelphia Marathon, November 17th and 18th. You can help beat cancer one stride at a time. Of every dollar raised, 88 cents goes toward life-saving cancer research. Let's finish strong and find cheers together. Make this run matter. Join the AACR Runners for Research team and run with us at the 8K half of full marathon. Sign up now at philadelphiamarathon.com/AACR. It's the month everyone's waited for all year long. The Black November Mega Sale starts now at National Appliance Warehouse, offering the lowest prices of the year all month long. That's right, Black Friday prices on all major brands now through November 30th. With incredible prices on all LG appliances, like LG's beautiful Height bulky stainless steel kitchen package for $19.99 after rebate. That's 4 new LG appliances for $19.99. National Appliance Warehouse offers better than big boxes. Lowest prices on over 40 brands, unmatched selection of hundreds of appliances to choose from, and 13,000 square foot living showrooms and top-notch service. All conveniently located right off 95 in Tax-Free Delaware, and best of all, you'll also save sales tax. So check out the month-long Black November Mega Sale, now through November 30th at National Appliance Warehouse. You can deliver by Thanksgiving or store your purchase from free of charge. Visit the Wilmington showroom today or shop nationalappliancewarehouse.com. Now the CBS 3 eyewitness weather forecast for the Jersey Shore. It'll be sunny but cold today, high only 31 degrees. Tonight clear, low 21. Tomorrow sunshine returns, still cold though, high 35. Ocean water temperature for the very brave, 49. In the Poconos today, sunny and breezy, high only 19. Tonight will be clear, low 2. Then tomorrow, sunshine with a high of 25 degrees on the way. KYW News Time, 9:30. Medicine Studios, ranked number 2 best employer for women in America by Forbes.
This is KYW News Radio 1060.
A radio.com station. Happy Thanksgiving to you.
The oldest Thanksgiving in more than a century. The show goes on in Philadelphia. It's the nation's oldest Thanksgiving Day parade. I'm Tim Jimenez.
It's a Thanksgiving tradition in South Philadelphia, picking up your freshly baked turkey from Cowship. I'm Dan Wayne.
A holiday update on the 13-year-old Winfield girl whose hair was set on fire by a bully last month. I'm Sherry Glenn. In sports, Sixers win, Flyers lose. It's sunny, but only 24 degrees. We're heading up to 29. Good morning, I'm Lynn Adkins. Our top story at 9:31. Well, families all across the region head to Philadelphia to start Thanksgiving one way, going to a parade. Today, kind of windy and cold out there. Let's go live to the route now to KYW Tim Jimenez. Are you all bundled up there?
Construction continues on this section of I-95 in the northeast of Philadelphia. There are projects along 95 within the city limits of Philadelphia that, assuming they are built on time, will last through the year 2035. That's a long time and a lot of work still to be done around here. Love this view of the skyline up ahead. Philadelphia is one of my favorite skylines anywhere.
Like everyone else, the people here for the 99th annual Thanksgiving Day Parade here in Philadelphia.
Just remember this afternoon was an inside with a wonderful meal.
Yes, that is going to be great.
Stay warm. KYW News Time, 9:32. Let's check traffic with them.
Funny thing, we are moving along the stay with the parade route this morning. Just to give you an idea, if you need to drive, we certainly don't suggest you drive in the city. Here's what you need to avoid in your car. It's the Ben Franklin Parkway in front of the Art Museum, where you can observe the Logan Square. Also, JFK at 20th Street, 20th between Market and the Ben Franklin Parkway. All the parade route. Also, we have Martin Luther King Kelly drives into the Art Museum, all shut down. Now, also related to events for Thanksgiving Day, we have Montgomery Drive detour between Martin Luther King Drive and the Schuylkill Expressway up to Belmont Avenue. Now, with that said, let's head out to the highways, looking at the Neely's. Canvas style. South on 95 is moderate volume towards Center City. No issues, problems, or anything going on. The Schuylkill Expressway, same thing. And the Vine Expressway through Center City is all right. We go back to the Montgomery Township problem. Is a water main break from earlier this morning. Welsh Road 63 is blocked just above Route 309, west of 309, Bethlehem Pike. A water main break to access the shopping center to between U63, U South 309. Also, some icy patches here and there. Any drips or any water that you've seen in the last couple of days certainly going to be frozen over this morning. That includes a ride on the Lincoln Drive. Watch the right lane, especially between Rittenhouse and the Gypsy Lane, both directions. Some icy conditions along the way. Here to New Jersey, it's okay. 42 freeway up and across Delaware River bridges, we are fine. SEPTA is operating on a weekend holiday schedule, and they're running on almost close to schedule. From the TrueMark Financial 24-hour Traffic Center, I'm Sam Clover.
Thanks, Sam. Parade goers are also bundled up at New York's Macy's Thanksgiving parade. There's good news. The balloons are flying. Now, there were fears that high winds above 23 miles an hour would ground them. But right now, winds are blowing around 16 miles per hour in Manhattan. That is the good news. A correspondent Valerie Castro talked with kids watching as the big balloons were inflated. That happened last night.
Oh, sisters Ava and Alex, they were all ready for anything. We are very layers. We're ready and they're going to need all of those layers to watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade when cold won't even begin to describe it.
Now, security's tight along the route, even though police say there have been no threats made. Now, Thanksgiving does mean turkey, but it doesn't always mean you have to be a slave to the kitchen. KYW's Dan Wing reports from South Philadelphia, a local bakery that's become a Turkey Day stop for many people.
If you want your turkey done at Kasha's, you've got to be here early. They stop taking in birds for the brick oven at 7 a.m. Diane is actually pulling an all-nighter, having done some late-night shopping with friends before a few hours in the kitchen overnight. So why come here to have her turkey cooked instead of getting a few hours sleep?
You know, it frees up oven space, so, you know, you get to cook all your sides and not having to worry about the burn, and it's tradition, and it tastes great.
Joe's father owns Kasha's Bakery, and he tries to explain what makes their birds taste so great.
Our bricks, the heat radiates along the bricks. It's not your traditional oven where it's a dry heat. We have probably the most ideal oven to make a turkey or anything in a pan.
Joe says Kasha's only cooks about 120 turkeys each Thanksgiving. Dan Wing, KYW News Radio.
A 13-year-old Winfield girl is feeling an outpouring of support after being bullied by a classmate last month. We get the update from KYW's community reporter Sherry Gregg.
It's been 5 weeks since Nevaeh Robinson was standing at a SEPTA bus stop blocks from the Doppler School when a classmate sent her. And just 4 weeks since her story went viral.
I know it will make me feel when I ask Jada if she's going to help.
She says the incident
tells me to be stronger and keep my guard.
Mom Tanya Robinson credits the news story for the swift action that kept her daughter safe.
The young gentleman has been arrested. He's been released already, and he attends another school.
Police say the boy faces arson, aggravated assault, and other charges. Robinson says her main focus is Nevaeh. The good news is, it looks like her hair will grow back and she's thriving in class. Tanya says the outpouring of support has been amazing. She's gotten calls from as far away as India. This weekend, Nevaeh will get a free makeover and a Medal of Courage. As for today, she'll be eating her favorite. Happy Thanksgiving, Nevaeh. Sherry Gregg, KWW News Radio. Now, guys, it's weather 5 5-day forecast. We go live with CBS 3 meteorologist Katie Salinger. Katie, it's cold, but I think we lucked out with the wind.
Yeah, we're certainly not going to see the worst of what we've got with the wind. Places like New York City definitely getting hit kind of hard. That wind is an issue, though. You'll notice it today. I would say the gusts could still peak as high as maybe 25 miles per hour, especially. But the sun is going to shine all day long, so it does look nice outside. It just is very cold. The daytime high hitting 29. I'd knock 10 degrees off anytime that wind blows for a feels like value. Maybe tonight we're all clear. We drop down to 15. Tomorrow back to full sunshine. Still very cold, but not quite as harsh. We hit 35. And through the course of the weekend, we only have one relatively minor hiccup that comes along, and that's Saturday night. As early as Saturday afternoon, we'll have to get to some showers starting to erupt out there, but it's mainly that night that the steadiest rain will fall. But what's good is that the temperature's rebounding. We don't have to worry about any wintry mixing. There's snow, certainly no ice. The high hits 53, so it's warm enough by the time this is getting here that it'll just be a chilly rain. By Sunday early on, that sky's starting to clear pretty quickly. The high hits 57. And on Monday, a renewed chance for rain with a high of 52. Currently at our broadcast center in Spring Garden, beautiful blue sky, but it's only 27 degrees, and we're only pegged at 29 for a high today. Reporting live at your Eyewitness Weather Forecast, I'm CBS 3 meteorologist Katie Salinger on KYW News Radio.
Thanks, Katie. It's 9:38.
In a world where dynamic design means vibrant styling, only one vehicle will rise. Introducing the Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross. From the engineers who brought you available super all-wheel control comes a touchpad controller, head-up display, and more. Audiences and critics agree with 0% APR for 72 months plus $1,000 cash back. The Eclipse Cross is a must-see. Now showing in a Mitsubishi Motors dealership near you.
Offer ends 11/30/18. Available through Ally Financial. Subject to approved credit and insurance. Price terms, vehicle availability may vary. May not combine with factory cash rebates. See a dealership for details.
Aspen Dental knows life is hard. Like when your work alarm goes off on the weekend, or regretting that 32-ounce tea as soon as you hit traffic. Aspen Dental can't fix any of that, but they make financing options available for qualified patients. And right now, call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL to make an appointment for up to 30% off dental services. Aspen Dental is a different kind of dentist. Maximum discount on Comfy Life Center and all crowns. Discounts vary from 10% to 30%. Subject to credit approval and minimum purchase amounts as determined by third-party financing sources. Shannon Shop at DDS, SecCarGroup.DDS. Donovan Young DMD. Visit AspenDental.com for details. Offer expires 12/31/18.
My name is Michael. I'm 64 years old. 64 young. I smoked every day. I mean, to the point to where first thing in the morning when I woke up, before I went to the bathroom, I lit a cigarette. A friend of mine introduced me to Juul. I was like, well, maybe it'll help me out. My house started smelling better. My clothes started smelling better. You know, Juul has saved me quite a bit of money. And that I do like, because I like to shop. I like to go spend money. I like using Juul. You know, there's no two ways about it.
Juul is the vapor alternative that delivers nicotine satisfaction without the mess of cigarette ash or lingering odor. Make the switch today at Juul.com. That's JUUL.com. If you don't smoke or vape, don't start.
Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. We asked some of our focus group participants to join us so they could talk about their Juul experience and compensated them for their time.
The Rolling Stones are coming back to America for the No Filter U.S. Tour 2019. Tickets go on sale Friday, November 30th at 10 a.m. But we've got your ticket to the ultimate VIP experience. Win the national contest, head backstage and meet the band June 8th in Boston. Enter now at KYWNewsRadio.com/Rolling Stones.
Philadelphia police are searching for 3 men involved in a smash and grab at a local jewelry store. We get the details from KYW's Justin Rudo.
It was shortly before 8 p.m. Wednesday when the men moved the glass counter from the Philly Gold and Diamond kiosk at the Philadelphia Mills Mall and stole the jewelry, which totaled more than $30,000. Surveillance video shows the men wearing hoodies, hats, and jackets and leaving out the mall via Walmart. Police are asking anyone with information to contact them. Justin Rudo, KYW News Radio.
We'll check the roads next.
How does a hospital lead with heart? Through One Vision, the campaign for Doylestown Health. The new Center for Heart and Vascular Care will pave the way for leading-edge advancements in personalized care and precision medicine. Highly experienced, fellowship-trained physicians and surgeons at Doylestown Health have been leading with heart for more than 2 decades. Learn how your gift will help Doylestown Health realize its ambitious vision for the future and the meaningful difference it will bring to countless patients and families for generations to come at DoylestownHealthFoundation.org.
It's Neely's Furniture Black Friday sale. Save 50% or more on everything in our showroom. Then take your choice of $500 of free
Furniture, a free 55-inch HD Smart TV, or no interest for 50 months, and get it all delivered free. Amazing deals on sofas, sectionals, leather, bedrooms, dining, and more. Doors open at 8 a.m. Friday. Don't miss Neely's Black Friday sales event.
It's 9:42. AAA Car Care Center is sponsored.
There's a fine heading into Center City, Philadelphia, including the Schuylkill Expressway and 95. The Vine Expressway is also good. Thanksgiving Day Parade is well underway, and we have a lot of detours. And those of you that need to drive into Center City, we certainly don't suggest it, but if you need to, here's what you need to avoid. Martin Luther King Kelly drives are closed from Aikens Oval Art Museum into the Art Museum area. Then Franklin Parkway also closed in front of the Art Museum up to Logan Circle. Also, JFK at 20th Block, 20th Street. This is the route of the parade. Market Street up to the Ben Franklin Parkway, all closed off. Also, in related, or actually unrelated, but Thanksgiving Day event, Montgomery Drive is detoured. Martin Luther King Drive, Schuylkill Expressway up to Belmont Avenue. So get off the Schuylkill Expressway at Montgomery Drive, not going to be able to go anywhere. Lincoln Drive is open, but some icy patches here and there with the freezing temperatures this morning. More problems in Montgomery Township. Welsh Road, Route 63 is blocked just west or above Route 309 Bethlehem Pike. Water main break and icy conditions. Try to avoid this. If you want to access the shopping center, use south at 309. The majors are good. That includes New Jersey 42 freeway. The bridges are clear. Mass transit SEPTA is operating on a weekend holiday schedule. From the Turner Financial 24-hour traffic center, I'm Sam Clover.
Black Friday savings at AAA. All tires are marked down to manufacturer cost. November 20th to the 24th. Visit AAA.com/mycarcare to find the store near you. Final price includes $24.99 installation per tire. See store for details. Stores closed Thanksgiving Day.
We'll take a look at the weather forecast next.
In America, the zip code you're born into can determine your future. If this baby was born a couple miles away, his chances of dropping out of school skyrocket. Born 5 miles farther, his chances of experiencing violent crime rise. But just one time
We continue our loop around Philadelphia and Camden. We just crossed over the Walt Whitman Bridge. We're now on I-676 northbound, approaching downtown Camden.
Clear tonight, low 15. Tomorrow, sunny, high 35. Right now, winds are from the north, 8 miles an hour. The relative humidity, 34%. At the broadcast center, 27 degrees. We have sunshine. We're only going up to 29. It's 27 in Winona, 25 in Juniata Park, 24 at the Acme and Upper Darby. Sponsored by Acme for holiday party trays, gift cards, and family meal favorites. All news and all that matters to you. There and quick time on the radio.com app. Download it now and add KYW to your favorites. Good morning and happy Thanksgiving. Tim McLaughlin is at the editor's desk. The top story on this holiday, folks, lined up for the annual Philadelphia Parade. They're bundled up too. This is the oldest Thanksgiving parade in the nation, and today it's going to be mighty cold. After watching all those bands and floats, it's off to the main event, which should be warmer. Of course, that's eating. Time now for KYW Sports. Here's Dave Mueller.
Sports is sponsored by SEPTA. Tis the season. The SEPTA Santa Express is coming to a station near you. Visit on SEPTA.com/Santa Express for details.
Well, there's Anthony Davis if he wants some. Here's the show, my friend. Embiid against a tremendous player in Anthony Davis has 10 points already.
Right, zoom off ABC Sports Philadelphia. Joel Embiid ended up getting 31 points, 19 rebounds, and outdid the Cowboys Anthony Davis in a 121-120 win at Wells Fargo.
Someone that people might consider as, better than you. In this case, him, the LeBron, the KDs, you want to take on that child.
76ers almost gave up a double-digit lead to New Orleans, but Davis missed the last of 3 foul shots in the final seconds. Brett Brown, Sixers, 13-7 overall and 10-0 at home.
It was a good holiday crowd. You felt like there was a good buzz in the building. and we needed them. We appreciate them.
Meantime, more to the Markel Fultz saga. According to The Athletic, Fultz is also dealing with a wrist issue in addition to a shoulder problem and would apparently prefer a fresh start with a new team. His agent told ESPN no trade request was made. Brown learned of the rumors shortly before his post-game press conference and chose not to comment.
Yeah, everybody seen the movie Groundhog Day? It's actually one of my favorite movies. We've said really as much as I can on Markel, and so I'm not going to try to be redundant.
Bolt is scheduled to see a shoulder specialist Monday. Flyers are losers of 4 in a row. The Sabres jumped on him 5-2 in Buffalo. Alex Lyon gave up 4 first-period goals.
I've been pulled before, and I'll probably be pulled again, so just try to bounce back, try and erase it, and quick memory is the best. You can have.
Never heard of quick memory when trying to move on from a dud, but okay. And the Eagles are trying to move on from the Saints debacle while you and I try to figure out what's exactly wrong with this team. Gotta beat the Giants Sunday, and Lane Johnson feels there's a key reason to why the offense isn't going.
It is very high. I mean, it's been high every week, but yeah, we're very aware of where we're at and where this division is, and at the same time, we're extremely confident, going out there each week.
Well, that's not Lane Johnson. That's Carson Wentz. Lane feels the offense has been a little one-dimensional and needs to get the run game going, and obviously Carson Wentz has a high level of urgency, Lane, going into this Giants game on Sunday.
Well, he needs it.
Yes.
They gotta win.
Exactly.
Up next on KYW, keeping the peace when family members want to have awkward Thanksgiving conversations.
You do know that it might be time for dessert.
I'm the best, isn't it? It's 9:48.
Dell's Black Friday sale for small is on. Save up to 50% with massive deals on office essentials like computers with 8th Gen Intel Core processors and the latest servers. Even other top brand electronics are on sale. Plus, get free shipping on everything. Quantities are limited. Dell's Small Business Technology Advisors can help you find the right tech for your business needs at Black Friday prices. Just call 877-BUY-DELL or visit Dell.com/SB Black Friday. That's 877-BUY-DELL.
This holiday season, your special someone will unwrap and unwind with a gift card from Hand & Stone Massage and Facial Spa. During Black Friday weekend only, Hand & Stone makes it easy with their once-a-year buy one, get one free sale on gift cards. Visit one of their over 50 locations in Delaware, South Jersey, Philadelphia, including the Lehigh Valley, or visit handandstone.com. Buy one, get one valid on guest pricing only. Other restrictions apply. See stock for details.
There are few things more stressful in life than being told by your doctor that you have an abnormal spot on your lung. The first thing I'd like to know is it cancer? Meet Dr. Emil Abramian, Director of Interventional Pulmonology and Critical Care Physician at the Lung Center and Cancer Treatment Centers of America in Philadelphia.
Here at Cancer Treatment Centers of America, we're prepared to take care of this. We have a lung team to deliver quality care from a diagnosis through all the treatments.
To learn more about our lung center, visit cancercenter.com/Philadelphia.
9:50 in the Sunshine Broadcast Center. We have 26 degrees. We're only heading up to 29. From the KYW 24-hour traffic center, the Montgomery Township Welsh Road is closed at Evans for a water main break, so use Route 309 as your alternate. We will have traffic and train curfews coming up. Well, if you're ready to chatter around the table today, there are some ways to keep the conversation civil. KYW Saddam's Kuznets explains.
There's no telling what family will say or do when everyone comes together for Thanksgiving. Nate George of Philadelphia describes his strategy for keeping the peace over the holiday.
Keep food in the mouth, and people will be happy.
So when people talk about that news story, you just stuff some turkey in there?
Yeah, some turkey, some cheese, some crackers, whatever it might be.
So if I said, oh my gosh, this crazy news story, you would say,
let's have some cheese and crackers.
And if I was to say, like, hey, can you believe that Rhonda did this?
You do know that it might be time for dessert.
You're very good at keeping the peace.
I try.
This woman tells me she usually still likes her family after Thanksgiving is over. More appreciation for everyone.
What's better?
Seeing everybody Thanksgiving or saying
Goodbye to everybody.
There's beauty in both. At Reading Terminal Market, Haddad, Kuznets, KYW News Radio.
The Satanic Temple has set a copyright license against Netflix and Universe.
The Satanic Temple was bedeviled by the depiction of its goat-headed deity statue on the chilling adventures of Sabrina, a reincarnation of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. The temple sued Netflix, saying that the show had misappropriated the statue, implying that it stands for evil. It's not clear if the network sold its soul to settle the case, but the Satanic Temple had been seeking at least $50 million in damages. Bill Raycom, CBS News.
It's 9:52, Hillside Hospital, Progress Traffic and Transit on the 2.
I've been driving this stretch of 95 for about 15 years. I don't think I've ever seen that ramp without potholes.
Everything else just moving along. They are also adding to this 20th Street detour Market Street up to the Ben Franklin Parkway, which is the route of the parade. We also have not related to the parade, but also related to Thanksgiving Day again. So apparently it's a run. They've marked it Montgomery Drive is detour between freezing temperatures this morning. But that said, speaking Expressway 95, into town looking just great. Montgomery Township, this is a problem earlier this morning, water main break. Dash Road Route 63 is blocked just west of Route 309 up the hill to Beckham Pike. Water main break access to the shopping center from south. Route 63 is blocked just west of Route 309 up the hill to Beckham Pike. Water main break access to the shopping center from south 309. Routing New Jersey, the bridge is now transit sector is operating on a weekend holiday schedule. From the Financial 24-hour traffic center, I'm Sam Clover.
Bill's Eye Physicians are a select group of highly skilled and experienced ophthalmologists across the Delaware Valley. Call 877-AT-WILLS for Bill's Eye Physician near you. 877-AT-WILLS. The excellence of Bill's Eye everywhere. I'm CBS 3 meteorologist Katie Fellner. Bright and sunny, but breezy and bitter. Temperatures flirt with 30, but we aren't quite going to break out into 20s, and it'll feel a heck of a lot colder anytime that wind blows. Later tonight, we do stay clear overnight, dipping down to 15. Tomorrow, back to full sunshine. A little less hot for you, up to 35. We'll see our next round of rain in the second half of Saturday. Steadiest rain on Saturday night. The high actually should be 53 degrees. We feel with 60 on Sunday, 57. Call right now is Sky Star. New chance for rain or Monday. Lightning spotter updates 8 times every hour on KYW News Radio. 26 and sunny, heading up to 29.
Passing the sports complex on the right. Financial Field is the home of the defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. I don't think they're going to repeat this year. They had a hell of a year last year. If you ask right now, my money's on the Rams to win it this year.
The markets are closed for the Thanksgiving Day holiday. With more, here's Steve Koger.
Even as Amazon and Walmart are vying for holiday shoppers here in North America, they're battling it out for their sole of interest. 100 billion people, second most populous country in the world. Bloomberg's Brad Sloan. China is pretty much an entire gift of Alibaba. Country.com at this point, so India is a big opportunity as the country's middle class is growing. Amazon was illegal at first, and its local mission statement says it's goal is to transform the way India buys and sells. Walmart today spent $16 billion to buy Amazon's primary rival in India, Flipkart. But it's not easy for foreign firms to do business in India.
Foreign-owned entities that want to sell multiple brands cannot sell directly to customers. They have to become wholesalers.
So, Stone says Amazon and Walmart through Flipkart have quietly invested in local sellers to ensure the site is stocked with inventory. While proposed rules would start on that, Stone says they'll adapt since India is the last big piece on the map still up for grabs. With money news from Bloomberg on KYW, I'm Steve Potus.
Mercedes-Benz in Fort Washington, Westchester, Nevada City. Our goal is to try every day because they will come together. More selection, more Mercedes experience is Mercedes-Benz in Fort Washington, Westchester, and Atlanta.
Here's a view from the real Chick-fil-A guys. I volunteer to plan the holiday parties in the street. I'm in charge of the Chick-fil-A trip. Smiley face with sunglasses emoji. That is not the happy face technology honeydew. And honeydew, we've got custom catering options, from chicken strips to wraps to cookies. Because it's the little things that make everyone at the office house just in time for the holidays, Pennsylvania has restored general assistance cash benefits. KYW City Hall Bureau Chief Pat Mills reports some recipients have already started getting money.
The legislature eliminated cash assistance in 2012, so it took several months to reactivate the program. Community Legal Services attorney Richard Weisbeck says payments are being printed to about 2,500 people.
Almost all of the folks were extremely well informed about that time and surviving the upfront families and others.
Concept says over 6,000 applicants have been approved and should be receiving benefits by the end of the month. He says 13,000 applicants have been found ineligible, but he says they should reapply because there may be errors in their application. The program provides about $200 a month for people with disabilities, victims of domestic violence, parents of young children, and students with no other means of support. Pat Lowe's KYW News Radio. We'll take a look at the forecast for the Jersey Shore now.
KYW, KYW-HD, and WIPFM HD2 for the Friday sale for small businesses on. Save up to 50% with massive deals on office essentials like computers with 8th-gen Intel Core processors and the latest servers. Even other top-brand electronics are on sale. Plus, get free shipping on everything. Quantities are limited. Dell's small business technology advisors can help you find the right tech for your business needs at Black Friday prices. Just call 877-BUY-DELL or visit Dell.com/SB Black Friday. That's 877-BUY-DELL.
This is Norman Chapin, also known as Norman McGowan from Norman Park. Guys at the doctor said, hey, the last on my wife doesn't seem to be hearing well. The doc says, well, honey, say, what's the matter? See if she hears it. Honey, here's Guy just coming, 8 feet into the house, and says, hey, honey, what's for dinner? No response. Walks another 10 feet. Honey, what's for dinner? No response. Walks another 10 feet. Honey, what's for dinner? No response. He walks into the kitchen. He says, honey, what's for dinner? She says, for the 4th time, chicken. It's not how little you pay, it's about how much you get for your dollar. At Norman Carpet, I buy carpet at half price and I sell it at half price. It's not how little I can get the customer for their money, but how much. Visit my Bryn Mawr showroom on Lancaster Avenue and see $4 million worth of Oriental rugs and wall-to-wall carpet at savings of up to 70% off. You can call me for a free estimate, whether for your home, business, shore, or investment property. 1-800-220-RUGS or visit us at normancarpet.com.
The Jersey Shore sunny today with a high of only 31 expected. Clear tonight, low 21. Sunny again tomorrow, high 35. In Poconos today, sunny and breezy with bitterly cold just monsoon. Clear tonight, low 2. KYW News time at the tone, 10 o'clock. All news, all that matters to you. A radio.com station. It's the 99th annual.
It's Thanksgiving Day. We're starting our second hour of live coverage on this holiday. Good to have you all with us. We just completed our tour of the city of Philadelphia and some of its bridges and highways. And now we're continuing south on I-95. We're about 9 miles from the Delaware state line. We do have a couple of other bridges to check out along the way, so before we reach our final destination in Wilmington. So hope you guys will stay tuned for that. It's 10 a.m. in the east. It's bitterly cold. It's about 20 degrees outside, but not a cloud in the sky. So happy Thanksgiving. Good morning.
Great day for these people celebrating Thanksgiving. And for a lot of them, it is a family tradition. They
that generation. Year of this, was made in Lawrence, Texas. So very cool that line.
Thank you, Kevin. That's something to talk about for years to come. It's 10:02. Time for traffic.
It's looking pretty good right now on the major roads like 95, 476 to Blue Route. If you were coming into town, definitely stick with the Schuylkill Expressway and the Vine Street Expressway. They're open and flowing freely, not seeing any real issues. However, like we've been hearing, the Thanksgiving Day Parade is underway. So you do have closures all along JFK, 20th and Market to the Ben Franklin Parkway. The whole parkway closed down, and also closures on Martin Luther King Drive, Sweetbriar into the Art Museum, Kelly Drive from Fairmount all the way in. Now, we do also have a closure of Montgomery between the Schuylkill Expressway and Belmont. There's an event going on there, too. In New Jersey, 42, looking good, southbound, right where we can see at Almaness, and things are nice and clear in the Neely's Furniture Jam Camp. Other major New Jersey roadways look pretty good, except for the New Jersey Turnpike. Looks like we're seeing a bit of a delay starting to form just south of 322. So if you're headed that way, heading toward the Delaware Memorial Bridge, beware, we're starting to see a delay there. Mass Transit looks like a left lane accident. Thank you, Kevin. Jersey Turnpike southbound left lane crash right after 322. Mass Transit, holiday weekend schedule with SEPTA, that's Stephanie Duffy and Miller. I'm Stevie Reese from the True Life Financial 24-hour traffic.
Thank you, Stevie. It's 10:03. The cold could set a record in New York City for the start of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, but the wind was another story. They were concerned. The guests are much lower than expected, so those big balloons are flying in Manhattan today. It's a South Philly tradition, waking up early to drop off the turkey at Cash's Bakery and letting them do the cooking, provided to be popular this year, as it has been for so many years past. Again, when was there? People were lined up well before 5 a.m. outside of Cash's Bakery, making sure they got their bird into the bake oven before the 7 a.m. cutoff. Rob wheeled his turkey over in a little red wagon, as he's done every year for 2 decades. Still, why the dedication?
Because all the people, the taste of the bird is totally different. It's not like making in the oven. It does come out a lot easier. And it's just the atmosphere. The whole meaning of Thanksgiving.
His father owns Cash's, and he says every year they take care of more than a few people's Thanksgiving Day meals.
Usually around 120 to 130. But one year we did 140. So we know that that's our limit.
Everyone in line says the early wake-up time, waiting out in the cold, and the $26 charge to have your turkey cooked at Cash's are all worth it once you get that first bite of the bird. Dan Wynn, KYW News Radio, 10:05. Call it one-stop shopping, so to speak, for seniors and the disabled in New Jersey looking to sign up for state and federal benefits. You can now go online to get started. It's here from KYW's David Madden.
It's called NJ Save that puts all available programs in one place for people to sign up. Now, going online to apply can be a daunting task for some of us. Louise Rush, director of New Jersey's Division of Aging, gets that, so caregiving can help.
Attach all their documents online. We have tools here at the division that we don't have to supply for many paper documents, such as bench papers and stuff like that.
Applying once rather than several times to save money on everything from drugs to utilities to nutritional supplements can certainly make things easier, no matter who's filling out the application. You can go to aging.
Next bridge up in our tour is the Commodore Berry Bridge in Chester, Pennsylvania. This is the newest bridge of the lower Delaware River bridges. It opened in 1974, and it's a huge cantilever bridge. It reminds me a lot of the huge cantilever bridges you find on the lower Mississippi River in Louisiana. If you've watched my videos from Louisiana that were done in 2017 and 18, I covered all the bridges that cross the river, across the Mississippi in Louisiana. And a few of them are these big cantilever truss bridges, a lot like this one that we're going to cross right now. Said, the Commodore Berry Bridge is one of those huge cantilever bridges reminiscent of what you would see on the Mississippi River in Louisiana. If you're familiar with the YouTube channel 504 Road Trips, they do a lot of videos from lower Mississippi, Louisiana, that part of the country, and they've also done videos of those bridges, so that might be worth checking out if you guys are looking for stuff to watch, if you haven't already found them. And if you actually go and check them out, you might find one or two videos of theirs that I've actually helped produce with them. So keep an eye out for those as well if you check out their channel. Well, we're back in New Jersey, and my final destination is in Delaware, so logically there's one more bridge that we still have to cover in order to get back to the other side of the river. If you ask me, it's my favorite of all the bridges on the river and practically anywhere. When we started the stream, the first thing we did was we got on I-295, and now we're back on that interstate, about 60 miles south of where we entered the highway back at the start of the stream.
Philadelphia looks good. However, if you're on 95 northbound coming in from Delaware, starting at 273, all the way up to the approach of 141, there's a delay there because of what looks to be an accident. Another accident in New Jersey. This one's on the turnpike. It's southbound 322 and goes for a few miles. There's a crash that's in the left lane. The bridges are all looking to be in really good shape. Back on the PA's side, definitely want to stick with the Vine Street Expressway and the Schuylkill Expressway to get around because the Thanksgiving Day Parade is underway. So there are closures all along Ben Franklin Parkway. Also, JFK, 20th and Market is where the route goes. Now, we've also got part of Martin Luther King Drive closed from Briar on in and Kelly from Fairmount on in, and then Montgomery is also closed between 76 and Belmont. That's due to an event. Mass transit looks good, so stay sure to check them out. Holiday schedule and effects for the weekend for SEPTA. Next update less than 10 minutes. I'm Stevie Reed from the Trumark Financial 24-hour traffic center.
Creamery Tire, proudly treating customers like family and exceeding expectations since 1988. Located in Creamery, PA, and soon to open in Chalfont, PA. Visit us at creamerytire.com. Creamery Tire, come in today and join our extended family.
Dell's Black Friday sale for small businesses on. Save up to 50% with massive deals on office essentials like computers with 8 10 Intel Core processors and the latest servers. Even other top brand electronics are on sale. Plus get free shipping on everything. Quantities are limited. Dell's Small Business Technology Advisors can help you find the right tech for your business needs at Black Friday prices. Just call 877-BUY-DELL or visit Dell.com/SB Black Friday. That's 877-BUY-DELL.
Eyewitness weather forecast for this afternoon. Sunny, breezy, but bitterly cold. A high of 29. Tonight, clear, very cold, a low of 15. Tomorrow, sunny, very cold, a high of 35. Then Saturday, mostly cloudy, milder, and a high of 53. Right now, it's 25 in Collingswood. It's 25 in Mayfair. 24 at the Acme in Chester Springs. Sponsored by Acme. Download the Acme app for rewards on groceries and gas just for you. We've got 26 degrees. Clear skies at the Broadcast Center, going up to 29 today. Depend on us at 1060 on your radio and live on the radio.com app. Get it now and make KRW one of your favorites. Good morning, I'm Wally Kennedy. Christina Hammerstead is at the editor's desk. Our top story, the nation's oldest Thanksgiving Day parade is in progress, making its way through Center City to the steps of the Art Museum. Forecasters are saying this could be the coldest parade ever. Pivot of News Time 10:15. Now Pivot is more sponsored by SEPTA. This is the season. The Santa Express is coming to a station near you. Visit iSantaPhilly.com/Santa Express for details. Here's Matt Leon.
76ers won their fourth in a row last night, holding off New Orleans at the center, 121-120. Sixers were up 3 in the final seconds when Pelicans star Anthony Davis was fouled shooting a 3. He made the first 2 free throws, but then missed the third, and the Sixers were able to hold on for the win. Now, Joel Embiid actually committed that foul on Davis, but other than that, he was dominant again last night. 31 points and 19 rebounds, and Sixers head coach Brett Brown happy Embiid is on his side.
How can we all notice how dominant he's been? He really is dominant. And I'm sure the fans and the media recognize what I see every day.
Sixers stay undefeated at home, 10-0. They are 13-7 overall, and the Sixers return to action tomorrow night, home game against Cleveland. Flyers lost in Buffalo last night, 5-2. This one got out early as the Sabres led 4-0 after a period and never looked back. Claude Giroux, Wayne Simmons had the goals in defeat for Philadelphia. Flyers have now dropped 4 in a row. They will return to action tomorrow afternoon, a home game against the Rangers. Eagles getting ready to host the New York Giants on Sunday afternoon. Birds hoping for more production from their newest wide receiver. KYW's Ed Bacon has more.
Despite a fairly quiet start to his Eagles career, wide receiver Golden Tate is convinced he and the offense can turn things around.
I have no doubt that we can do special things. I know that just from being here for, like a strong 3 weeks, we have a lot of talent. We just need to put it together.
Many of Tate's teammates also believe the newest receiver will eventually get his game going at a time when the Eagles will need him most on Sunday against the Giants. With the Eagles, I'm Ed Megan, KYW News Radio.
3 games on the NFL schedule this Thanksgiving. Up first, it will be the Detroit Lions hosting the Chicago Bears. Then it's an NFC East matchup. Dallas Cowboys entertaining the Washington Redskins. And the final game of the day will be down in New Orleans as the Saints host the Atlanta Falcons. College basketball, Villanova takes on Canisius this afternoon down in Orlando. And LaSalle is out in Fullerton, California. The 0-4 Explorers will battle Miami this afternoon in the Wooden Classic, Ollie.
Thank you very much, Matt. Up next.
The ownership deck is reshuffled for that yet-to-be-built casino in South Philadelphia. I'm Tony Romeo in Harrisburg.
I can't wait to build a snow fort.
At Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, our patients can't wait for the holidays.
I can't wait to bake cookies with Nana. I can't wait for twinkling lights. Presents!
But for many of our children who will spend the holidays in the hospital, there's something else that can't wait. Breakthroughs. Your holiday gift to Children's Hospital helps us make the next discovery, develop the next life-changing treatment, find the next cure, faster. With your help, we'll get there. And we'll get more kids back to the things they love.
Can't wait to get ready. I can't wait to put that really
Breakthroughs can't wait.
Delaware Memorial Bridge. I'll give you a little bit of roadway whiz trivia. If you're ever curious about these kinds of things. When I was young, and to this day, the Delaware Memorial Bridge was and is still my favorite bridge to go across, to look at, to photograph. Out of all the bridges I've seen in person or on the internet, this bridge is my favorite. And I can't imagine that it would ever be stricken from the top spot on my favorites list. So, with that, I don't think there's any more introduction that's necessary. Enjoy the trip over the bridge.
Cordish Companies has announced an agreement to buy out an affiliate of Parks Casino, which has been its partner in the South Philadelphia Casino project. In its press release, Stadium Casino Baltimore Investors LLC, an affiliate of Cordish, characterized the Philly Live Hotel and Casino project as being shovel-ready, but said the company is excited to now immediately get to work on construction. The company did, however, ask the Gaming Control Board in September for a 3-year extension of its deadline to open. The Gaming Board staff has recommended a 3-year extension. In Harrisburg, Tony Romeo, KYW News Radio.
I have heard more ideas this morning about cooking turkey than I've ever heard in my life, and they're all great. The Center City chef shared his ideas with Ted out of his my daughter.
Whether you're roasting, baking, or even deep frying that bird, Lowe's Hotel Executive Chef Thomas Harkins says a good brine is the key to success.
The brine is important because when you taste turkey on its own after you roast it, it's not as flavorful.
He says submerge the turkey completely in water with plenty of salt and herbs to inject the flavors you love.
That fall flavor with rosemary, that piney, salty, lemony type flavor that'll go along with any kind of poultry. So it just is a staple for us to do that anytime we cook a turkey.
And if you're feeling a little adventurous, Chef Harkins says throw in some ginger in. The sugar will caramelize and help create a lovely crispy brown skin. Mike Darby, KYW News Radio.
Makes perfect sense. There's a special Thanksgiving giveaway for some Philadelphians in need. Give it a Justin Reed on his back. Kimberly Hill said putting a Thanksgiving dinner together is not that easy for her to do. But earlier this week, Lady car guy Gary Barbera gifted Kim and 250 other people with turkeys. Something she says goes a long way.
I think it's wonderful, beautiful. So nobody won't be hungry on Thanksgiving.
That sentiment is shared by Yvonne Jenkins, who also got a free turkey.
It's good.
Says he's done the turkey giveaway for the last 9 years, and it gets bigger every time.
We love Strawberry Mansion. It's such a great neighborhood. In my opinion, I feel they get neglected a lot.
Barbera says knowing he's able to make a positive difference for folks in the neighborhood keeps him coming back.
The fulfillment of how energized they are getting their turkey, it just really makes me smile and makes me happy.
Or Strawberry Mansion later on this year to give out free winter food. Justin Udo, KYW News Radio.
It's Top 22, Stevie Rock.
We've got an accident on New Jersey Turnpike. Like you mentioned, that's really backing things up. Southbound, just south of 322 is where it is. So the delay starts at 322 and goes on for at least a mile or so. It's in the left lane. If you're going to the Delaware Memorial Bridge, the downside is backed up too. And if your traffic is taking you on 95 through Wilmington, we've got heavy traffic that is approaching the area of 273 on up to 141. And we heard that it was a crash. Now we're not seeing any problems on the rest of 95. Let's go through Philadelphia. The Schuylkill Expressway in Philly looks good too. Keep in mind, Thanksgiving Day Parade going on, and there are lots of closures in and around the Art Museum area. Also at 20th to Market. Now we've got the Martin Luther King Drive closed, Sweetbriar on in, and Tilly from Fairmount on in. Montgomery is closed as well from Schuylkill to Belmont because of an event going on there too. And we've got Welsh Road and Evans Road. There's a water main break this morning, so take 309 as your alternate. And keep in mind, as the parade ends, they've got to move the float. So we're watching Broad to the eastbound Vine to 95 South to Bartram to get them out of there. So we'll keep watching for you. Mass transit, we don't have any major problems. However, we do have a holiday weekend schedule with SEPTA, so make sure to check before you go. Next update in less than 10 minutes from the Trumark Financial 24-hour traffic center. Remember, banking is better banking. I'm Stevie Reed.
Stock up on your holiday essentials at the Shops at Liberty Place. Whether it's delicious goodies or a trendy new outfit, the Shops at Liberty Place, located at 16th and Chestnut, has it all.
This is Katie Fallinger. Bright and sunny, but breezy and bitter outside. Temperatures flirt with 30, but we aren't quite going to break out of the 20s, and it'll feel a heck of a lot colder anytime.
Welcome to Delaware, everybody. This is another bit of Roadway Whiz trivia. I was actually born in Delaware. I did not grow up here. I grew up in New York. As Delaware is the state of my birth, it's always been a special place to me. It's good to be back.
Bloomberg's Nate Langston says both companies want consumers concerned about the environment, but also to time management. Very much being adopted by web developers for a very tasty lunch is not as important as being able to get another hour of work done. And both companies are trying to take a new product into the mainstream. Langston says the new changes will be ready to drink. They basically use the government like government to spend the time in your house or in the office. Just grab and go from a shop is very effective. Soylent has begun selling bottled drinks at 7-Eleven, Walmart, and Amazon. Fuel is not far behind. With money news from Bloomberg on KYW, I'm Patrice Safari.
It's 10:26.
There are a number of changes to the roads in Delaware in the last few years. Interchanges on Route 1 south of Dover to Lewis is one thing. The 301 tollway around Middletown is supposed to open in the next 2 months. The reconstruction here of 295 at Route 13 has been many years overdue, but is finally getting done. The high-speed interchange between I-95 and Route 1 that was completed a few years ago. A lot of changes since the channel was started back in 2010, and I've been able to document all the changes along the way. And as these new roads come online and these new alignments and new look highways come into being, I will continue to do so. on to 95 North. Our last step in the trip into Wilmington.
Yes, Wally, the sun really helped.
I've been there, my friend. I know the secret.
Yeah, exactly. Get in the sun, right? Even though it's very cold out, it definitely helps. Earlier when the parade started, I was at 20th and JFK, and not as much sunlight there, so it was a little more difficult to deal with in terms of the temperature. But everyone here is layered up. They're enjoying the 99th Thanksgiving Day parade here in Philadelphia. And see marching bands from different parts of the country. That includes Hawaii. I can only imagine how they're feeling as Philadelphia is having its coldest Thanksgiving in more than 100 years. Even though it is brutal temperature-wise, thousands again. But here, those I've spoken explain it using one word. Tradition. We gotta keep tradition. No, how cold is
This is the tradition my dad started with me, so I bring my kids down.
We come here ever since my daughter was born. We come every year for the family tradition. And even cold, we come here.
Thankfully, no rain or snow, but the wind is an issue, so the balloons are actually not flying high this year. Some of them were kept very low, not out here at all, because of the wind. But it doesn't matter. A lot of people here can definitely enjoy themselves for the 99th Thanksgiving Day parade here in Philadelphia, Wally.
Can you imagine the kids from Hawaii turning to each other saying, God, is this great? Don't you just love
It is actually their ideal vacation.
Yeah, I'll to places in a minute. Thanks, Tim. Okay. Where there's a parade, there are also traffic jams. Let's check them out, Stevie.
Things are looking okay in the area surrounding where the parade is. We do have a little bit of delay on the Schuylkill Expressway westbound. Right I get off the Vine, it's mainly just that ramp. Now, the parade route is taking up parts of JFK and then Franklin Parkway, generally the area around the Art Museum. Martin Luther King Drive is closed, Sweetbriar on in, and we've got Kelly Drive closed from Fairmount on into the area around the Art Museum. Montgomery's closed too, but this is on the other side. This is from the Schuylkill up to Belmont for a separate event. Now, we're getting ready for them to start moving floats out of the parade area. They're going to be taking the eastbound Vine, and then they're going to go on 95 South, and then they're going to go to Bartram, so we're keeping an eye on that. We do have a little bit of a slow spot on 95 southbound near Broad at the moment. 95 northbound in Delaware, you are jammed up as you approach 273 up to almost 141. It looks like a crash there downside of the Delaware Memorial Bridge. Got a lot of volume there too. Better news in New Jersey on the Turnpike southbound. We could see a little bit of this delay. Folks getting on at 322 in the Mealy's Furniture Jam Cam. The styles you love for less. It is a bit slow with that crash, but really not bad at the moment. Mass Transit. Keep in mind that we do have a holiday schedule for the weekend in effect for SEPTA. You want to check with them before you go. Next update in less than 10 minutes. I'm Stevie Reed from the TrueMart Financial 24-hour traffic center.
Thanks, Stevie. By the way, the big concern in New York going into this morning was the winds. If they were too strong, they would have grounded those huge balloons on the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. But it turns out they weren't as strong as forecast, so the balloons are flying today. Thanksgiving means turkey. Everyone wants that turkey to taste as good as possible. In some cases, that means letting someone else do the cooking. David understand Wing reports. That's why dozens of people in South Philadelphia had their bird dropped off at the pros at Casey's Baker.
You have to get there early if you want a chance to get your turkey baked in Cash's classic brick oven, which dates all the way back to the 1940s. Diane was in the midst of an all-nighter, having done some late-night shopping with friends before spending a few hours in the kitchen preparing side dishes. So why go to Caches instead of getting a few hours sleep?
It frees up oven space. You get to cook all your sides and not having to worry about the bird, and it's tradition, and it tastes great.
I'll take you through for a little impromptu tour of Center City, Wilmington, while I'm on my way to where I gotta get to.
They do whatever they want. They paid for it. They can tell them that they cooked it. We won't tell anybody.
The cost of having Caches bake your bird is $26, and people waiting in line say it's worth every penny. Dan Wing, KYW News Radio.
Sunday today, 10:35, 4 months after a state Supreme Court order to reinstate general assistance, Pennsylvania's begun sending checks and benefits to people eligible for programs. Neighborhood City Hall Bureau Chief Pat Loeb reports that the benefits are arriving just in time for the holidays.
The state legislature and then Governor Tom Corbett eliminated general assistance in 2012, but in July the Supreme Court ruled they violated the state constitution and ordered the state to resume payments. Community Legal Services attorney Richard Weissep, who argued the case, says it wasn't that easy.
The Department of Human Services had to reprogram their computers, and then staff also had to be retrained.
Weissep says the state took applications during that process, and the earliest applicants began receiving benefits this week. They averaged $200 a month, but Weissep says it's a lifeline.
Even having a little bit of money will mean that they can find a place to live, they can pay their electric bills, they can buy a winter coat, all these things we all take for granted, but a lot of people don't have the wherewithal to do.
Well, KYW News Radio. Meteorologist City Delaware, KYW News Radio.
Right now, 26 degrees, clear skies, going up to 29. Your plumbing experts at Horizon Home Services are planning ahead. So even if you haven't sliced a pumpkin pie or hung a stocking yet, the holidays are on the way. You see all those winners? Horizon has you covered. Ordering now for just $99. Did you know this is the busiest time of year for plumbing calls? Your Verizon team is on call 24/7 to tackle all your plumbing emergencies. That is nights, weekends, and just the holidays. Call 800-999-9999 to schedule your $99 drain clearing now. Your fully licensed Verizon plumber will arrive on time in that signature orange truck, stocked with everything needed to get your home right again. 1 year, all clear guarantee. When you call 800-999-1995 or visit HorizonServices.com.
It's the month everyone's waited for all year long. The Black November Mega Sale starts now at National Design Warehouse. Offering once a year, all major brands now. Free dishwasher at $399 in value for gives your home a high-end look and performance of a professional kitchen, all for the lowest price of $39.99 at National Appliance Warehouse, offering better than big box prices with the service you expect from an independent. So get the best of both worlds today. Guarantee the lowest prices with 100 major brands and hundreds of appliances and shoes, plus top-notch service. Also offering 0% financing for 12 months. Conveniently located right off 95 in Delaware, with the month-long Black
November Mega Sale. Now through November 30th, they can deliver by Thanksgiving or store your purchase for up to 60 days free of charge. Visit the Wilmington showroom today or shop nationalappliancewarehouse.com.
Always open at the TrueMark Financial 24-hour traffic center, because you never know what might happen in the dark of night.
We've got a disabled cow 95 south at the Vine.
Whoa, did he say cow?
Now, cops are trying to get this cow under control.
When bovines break out, we break in.
It's there, but it's pretty awesome.
KYW News Radio.
It's 10:39. It's an extraordinarily public display of Chief Justice President Trump and Chief Justice John Roberts. It all started on Tuesday when the president criticized the Ninth Circuit Court judge in an immigration case. We have some chief legal correspondent Dan Crawford has the story.
This is great. What happens with the Ninth Circuit?
For Chief Justice John Roberts, it was a moment to defend the judge and the independence of the entire judiciary with a highly unusual rebuttal of the president. We do not have Obama judges or Trump Bush judges or Clinton judges, Roberts said in a statement. What we have is an extraordinary group of dedicated judges doing their level best to do equal right to those appearing before them. And within hours after Roberts' rebuttal, the president made clear the admonition hadn't changed his mind, firing back with a tweet. Sorry, Chief Justice Roberts, but you do indeed have Obama judges.
Justice Roberts was appointed to lead the High Court by George W. Bush. This isn't the first time President Trump has criticized him. In 2016, he called Roberts a nightmare for conservatives.
30 seconds to second chances. Sponsored by the Gift of Life Donor Program.
I'm Terry Gregg.
Linda Gray, what she say at a Phillies game? She never thought it'd come true. Juvenile diabetes almost killed her. Then she got a new pancreas and kidney. Needs to find out who donated to him.
So who was Mary Smith's son Eric? He died in a car accident.
We knew, because he was a registered donor, what his intentions were.
The two met and became friends.
It was just miraculous.
Did you know that 114,000 people in the U.S. are waiting for a life-saving organ transplant? Every day, 20 people die waiting. Think about if you or a loved one needed a transplant. In our region, 5,200 men, women, and children are waiting. During this season of gratitude, show you support them by registering as a donor. It only takes 30 seconds. One person can save up to 8 lives and enhance the lives of more than 75 others. Give the gift of life. It's the right thing to do and supported by all major religions. Visit donorsone.org to register.
It's 10:42. It's time for traffic.
Things are jammed up right now on 95 southbound, ready to get to Broad Street, out to the very upside of the Girard Point Bridge. We've got just some police department activity there, attracting some attention. The Schuylkill looks good, and the Vine looks good. I would definitely stick with those, because if you are coming into or out of Center City, we still have a lot of closures in effect for the Thanksgiving Day Parade, including parts of JFK, and, of course, the area all around the Art Museum, then Franklin Parkway, and, of course, Kelly Drive, the very end of it, Fairmount on in, and Martin Luther King Drive from Sweetbriar on in, too. Montgomery is closed from the Schuylkill to Belmont for a separate event. Keep in mind that temperatures are below freezing. Lincoln Drive between Rittenhouse and Gypsy, we'll be getting reports of some ice, so be careful. Now, in also Montgomery County, we had a water main break. Welsh Road at Evans, that is all cleared up now. Major New Jersey roadways looking a lot better. The crash on the Jersey Turnpike to south of 322 is out of the way, but it is heavy, leaving the Turnpike to get on the Delaware Memorial Bridge. The downside into Delaware is slow as well, and 95 northbound, it's from 273 coming up toward Wilmington all the way up to 141. Big long line of traffic there too. Mass Transit, we don't have any problems. Keep in mind, SEPTA's got a holiday weekend schedule. Check with them before you go. Next update in less than 10 minutes, I'm Stevie Reese from the TrueMark Financial 24-hour traffic center.
Accountants. When you can use help closing your books and need additional staff, it's time to call Accountants. They can provide you with bookkeepers and other accounting and finance professionals on a temporary or project basis and fast. Call today. Accountants, a Robert Half company.
Looking for a new challenge? The Air National Guard protects the homeland you see and everything you can. Get trained to eliminate threats in the air, space, and even cyberspace. You have the intelligence. Now, make it a career with the Air National Guard. Visit us at goang.com/now or call us at 1-800-TOGO-ANG.
Threat eliminated, sir.
In this weather forecast, this is going to end. It's not a permanent thing. It's not the next month or So this is just a couple of days, but unfortunately, it happens to fall on a holiday. This afternoon, sunny, breezy, bitterly cold, a high of 29. Tonight, clear, very cold, a low of 15. Tomorrow, sunny and very cold, and a high of only 35. Saturday, it starts to get better. Mostly cloudy and a high of 53. Sunday, mild with clearing skies and a high of 57. Then Monday, mostly cloudy, a chance of rain and a high of 52. Right now, it's 27 in Torresdale. It's 25 in Drexel Hill. It's 25 in the Acme at Feasterville. Sponsored by Acme, the official supermarket of the Philadelphia Eagles. We've got 26 degrees. Clear skies at the Broadcast Center, going up to 29. Depend on us at 1060 on your radio and live on the radio.com app. Get it now and make KYW one of your favorites. Good morning and happy Thanksgiving. I'm Wally Kennedy. Christina Hammersmith is at the editor's desk. And it is the this hour, our top story. The country's Thanksgiving parade is in progress, but eyewitness weather saying the coldest parade ever. It's 10:45. Now it's time for February Sports with Matt Leon.
This sports report is sponsored by SEPTA. 'Tis the season. The SEPTA Santa Express coming to a station near you. Visit iseptaphilly.com/Santa Express for details. 76ers will return to action tomorrow night when they host Cleveland. Sixers 13-7 after winning their fourth in a row last night, holding off New Orleans at the center, 121-120. Joel Embiid had 31 points, 19 rebounds in the win. Sixers head coach Brett Brown says the big man's something very special.
I think that he's on a mission to win games. I think that the reality of how important he is to our team is ever present.
Sixers win last night, keeps them undefeated at home. Sixers now 10-0 at the center. They're the only NBA team this season yet to lose a home game. College basketball, we have two City Six squads in action at holiday tournaments today. Villanova down in Orlando. Today the Wildcats take on Canisius. LaSalle will battle Miami of Florida this afternoon.
So with that, I think we're going to wrap up the stream here. I'm on my way to visit family for the holiday, so hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for tuning in. It was great having all of you along for the ride. Hope to see you right back here for our next live stream. Have a happy Thanksgiving to all you out there, and we'll talk to you again sometime soon. Take care.